Friends, in the previous class we have seen the data transfer instruction, that is how the data is getting transferred from one register to accumulator or accumulator to register by means of your direct addressing mode, indirect addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, and how the data gets transferred to an external RAM memory, and how the data code bytes of data is transferred within the accumulator. So all these things we have discussed in the previous class. Now we have a term called a stack pointer. Stack pointer is nothing but it is a 8-bit register which stores the value and it follows last in first out fashion. You all know the what is meant by stack and what is meant by queue. Whatever you are storing it in the stack, so which is stored at the first last one. So last data entered will come first. So it follows last in first out fashion. So it is also have a specific type of addressing. For example, on reset of your microcontroller, suppose you are resetting your microcontroller, what will be the value of your stack pointer? So when you reset the microcontroller, as we discussed in the first module, you have a program status word. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have a program status word which starts from PSW.0 till PSW.7. Okay. So on reset of your microcontroller, so everything will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. In this PSW.3 and PSW.4, as it represents 0, 0, your register bank 0 will be selected. That is, register bank 0 is selected, and by default the stack pointer will point 07H. Therefore, the address of the stack pointer on reset of your microcontroller is going to be 07H. Okay, it is the address. Now coming back to the next one, move R6 comma hash 25. So upon execution of this instruction, the content of R6 is going to be 25. That is, 25 is moved as content to R6. When you after executing your second instruction, move R1 comma hash 12. That is, the content of R1 is going to be 12. 12 is moved as content to R1. Move R4 comma hash 0F3H means F3 is your data, that is moved as content to your R4. Push 6. Push 6 in the sense, so the meaning for this particular instruction. The meaning for this particular instruction, push 6 means pushing the value of R6 onto the stack pointer. Now what is your stack pointer address on reset? It is 07. So on reset the stack pointer address is going to be 07. So when your accumulator, when your assembler executes this particular instruction, when your controller executes this instruction, your stack pointer address is going to be 08. So that will be the content of 08 is going to be 25. Okay, 25 is moved to the address 08. Now push 1. Now the content of R1 has to be pushed on to the stack memory. So after executing this particular instruction, the stack has been incremented to 1. So after every instruction, that is after the push instruction is executed, the content of the stack pointer is incremented by 1. So after executing this particular instruction, that is push 6, your stack pointer content is incremented to SP plus 1. That is, already 08 was the content of your stack pointer. It is incremented by 1. Now the content of the stack pointer is going to be 09. Inside that 09 address, your R1 value, that is whatever value you have in R1, that will be moved on. So 12 will be moved on as a content to the stack pointer of 09. So after executing this particular instruction, now the content of the stack pointer is going to be 09 means next one is 0A. Now the content of stack pointer is going to be 0A. Push 4 means whatever you have in R4, that will be pushed on to this particular address. So F3 will be stored in 0A address. So it is nothing but your push instruction. That is, to store the data onto the stack, you will be using the instruction push. Pop. Now I wanted to retrieve the data, whatever I have stored onto the stack memory. So to retrieve the data, I have an instruction called pop. So pop is the instruction that is used to retrieve the data. So to retrieve the data, pop 6 means whatever you have stored in that sixth portion, that is memory R6. 1 minute I'll show. So what you have in R6 is stored with 25H, but what is stored at the last? So last in first order fashion. For example, initially the stack address, this is your stack pointer. Initially the stack address was 07 on reset. Push, when it starts to execute the first instruction, your stack address is going to be 08 and the data stored inside that is going to be 25. Okay. After executing this instruction, your stack pointer is automatically incremented. Then push 1. So whatever content you have in R1, that will be pushed on to the stack memory. So 12 is the data that is pushed on to the stack memory 09. So once this particular instruction is executed, the content of your stack pointer is incremented and it is 0A. Now again, when this particular instruction is executed, that is push 4, when this instruction is executed, the content of R4, what is the content of R4? 0F3. So 0F3 will be stored as a content. So which data is stored last? 0F3 is stored last. So whatever data you have stored at the last, that will be retrieved first. For next, if you give pop 6 means whatever pop 6 from stack memory. At present, what is the memory of your stack? Inside that what data is available, that will be moved on as a content to R6. Now what data is available? 0F3. Now this is moved as content to R6. Now the content of R6 is going to be 0F3. Once the pop instruction is executed, automatically the stack got decremented. So from 0A again it comes to 09. Again pop 1 means in R1 the content of 12 will be stored. So now 12 is the value stored in R1 register. Now again, after executing this particular instruction, the stack pointer is decremented and it comes to 08. So pop 4. Pop 4 means whatever content you have in stack pointer, that is a pointer, this is referring to the memory 08. So whatever data it is presenting at this particular memory, that will be moved on as a content to R4. Now R4 content is going to be 25. So stack, it is a memory that stores 8 bit of data. It follows last in first out fashion. Whichever data is stored at the as a last value, that will be retrieved first. Okay, and push is the instruction that is used to store the data onto the stack, and pop is the instruction that is used to retrieve the data from the stack memory. Clear? Next is your exchange instruction. So exchange instruction means here there are two ways of exchanging. One is exchanging the data between register to register or from any one address to the register, or like even here also you can use register addressing, direct addressing and immediate addressing. Okay, sorry, immediate addressing is not possible. Register addressing, indirect addressing and direct addressing. First one you consider. Now I'll write one example. Move a comma hash 11h. Okay, this is the data. Next one, move R3 comma hash 7AH. Okay, now if I give XCH A comma R3, so when the first instruction is executed, the content of accumulator is going to be 11H. When the assembler execute the second instruction, that is move R3 comma hash 7A, so the content of R3 is going to be 7A. That is immediate addressing mode we have used in the first two statements, first two instruction. Third instruction, that is exchanging the data between A and R3. It means that whatever content you have, that will be moved as a content to R3, and whatever content you have in R3, that will be moved as content in accumulator. After executing this instruction, the content of accumulator is going to be 7A and the content of R3 is going to be 11H. Okay, this is the instruction. This is how your exchange instruction will work. Not only this instruction is available, you can exchange the lower nibble with the higher nibble, or lower nibble with the lower nibble of your other memory location, that is exchanging the digit. For that you have as instruction EXXCHDA. It means that you are going to exchange the lower nibble of this particular content at R1. For you consider I am having MOV A comma hash 1AH. Okay, move R1 comma hash 30H. I am going to use XCHD, exchange digit A comma at R1. Now I will draw one memory location. So in the memory location, you consider this is your memory location. So inside this memory location in 0x30H I am having the data 05. Now XCHD, what it does, what is your A here? 1A. 1A can be written as 0001. A is 1010. What is the content? That is move R1 comma hash 30 means R1 is going to be 30 at 30. So after at whatever it is coming, it is going to be the address. So at 30, what is the data available? 05. So 05 means 0000. 5 means 0101. Now after executing the third instruction, that is exchange digit A comma at R1, the lower order nibble of A0 to A3. So we have A0 to A3. This is A0, A1, A2, A3. It will be exchanged with the lower nibble of this. So after executing this instruction, the content of accumulator is going to be 0001, 0101. Okay. So the content of accumulator is going to be 15 after executing this particular instruction, that is the lower order nibble of your accumulator. The lower order nibble of your accumulator is exchanged with the lower order nibble that is available, that is present in your memory. So this is your exchange digit instruction. In the next class, so far we have discussed about the data transfer instruction and stack addressing, that is how exactly you can store the data onto the stack and how we can retrieve the data from the stack, and how we can exchange the data between register to register or between register to an internal memory. In the next class, we will see the arithmetic operations, arithmetic instructions. Thank you, students.